Uh, Hello guys, this is Sairaj Khonka. We are from Group 14. This is the part 2 of research project final paper, and our topic is tort law in cyberspace. Here are my teammates, Itham Raju Bhutam, Khatija Elchi, and Samrin Fatima. So the project is about tort law in cyberspace. Uh, it is The development of digital platforms has resulted in a great number of changes in the manner which we relate on the online websites and the crimes committed on the online websites, may it be cyberbullying or stealing others' content from the websites and trying to apply the standard conventional law to the online actions. And it has made more difficult by the advent of cyberspace. So, through the exploration of intricacies surrounding tort responsibilities in the online spaces, we are trying to provide an overview of the main principles of tort law and how they pertain on the online transactions. To appreciate the issues attached to the resort to the tort law, we have considered some internet lawsuits, certain jurisdiction, and some of the acquired evidence. And the application of tort law principles in traditional ways have been since very long. Many scenarios under tort law have been embraced like carelessness, defamation, bullying in the cyberspace, uh, damage, and stealing the intellect on the cyberspace. The rules of tort law have been shaped for centuries through common law deeply entrenched in the traditional settings as venues. Courts have derived legal doctrines and standards of care to handle various torts. And for that, many companies, many websites have introduced international laws for the cyberspace, and also it has right now it has been uh, deeply dwelled into the personal spaces of the clients too. And I want to extend the challenges to my fellow teammate Samreen. I guess you can take care of this presentation from here.
Can you respond next one,
Yeah,
please?
we are not getting your voice.
Oh, sorry, I was muted. Now, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm going to discuss on how these principles are challenged and adapted in cyberspace. There are some of the main hurdles to tort laws adaptations to the cyberspace. So, first one will be juridical issues like an anonymity and attribution standard of care. As cyberspace, like I can discuss some of the challenges in applying tort law in cyberspace. One of the most complex issues in the vast reach of the internet, which goes beyond traditional legal jurisdiction, and therefore it's hard to determine which laws and remedies are applicable. Additionally, the remarkable pace of technological advancement coupled with the unstable pattern of internet usage make it more difficult to form and apply security rules in cyberspace. So next, there are some cases dealing with electronic negligence, defamation, and cyber information of privacy. So defamation occurs in cyberspace when there are publication of false and deceitful statements through blogs, social media, and review sites, which consequently leads to damage of the target person's reputation and life. So next, there are examination of legal precedents and judicial decisions related to tort liability in cyberspace. The internet behavioral standards and ethics were further clarified by way of landmark cases. So there are some challenges I have discussed. The next will take care my fellow mate. Thank you.
Oh, we are not getting your voice, Khatija. Sorry to interrupt you. Uh, you guys can hear Khadija?
No.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Mm.
Now.
So from here,
No.
tort law further. So legislations and regulations have battled with many legal challenges as digital platforms multiply and develop. For example, privacy of data, moderation of content, intellectual property rights, and competition issues. And the present overview is the ground for the future in-depth study how social media, online platforms, and emerging technologies influence tort liability in cyberspace. It also assists to comprehend the shifting legal landscape in these domains. And the impact of technological advancements on tort liability in cyberspace shows like due to the technological advancements which give rise to new risks and complexities for both individuals and corporations, the basic principles of cyber tort liability have been amended. And they have widened the range of those sources where cyber attacks can take place. The borderline between physical space and virtual space is getting thinner and thinner with science and technology development, and has led to the redefinition of the law and standard of care developed in tort law in the preceding generations. Examine So the case studies and legislative changes which we notice is the major court decisions greatly determine how tort law is used in the digital world. The influence of such case on legal precedents and rules governing online behavior as well as people, businesses, and society in general can be easily figured out with an analysis of such instances. The case also highlighted the importance of the principle of intermediary liability, which operates alongside the right to freedom of expression by finding the right balance between filtering harmful information by the platforms and the duty of the platforms. So now the examinations of legislative developments which we have seen is like the diverse regulations are enacted in all parts of the world through legislators with the aim of attaining cyber risk mitigation, data protection, and creation of confidence in online businesses. Through examining of legislative developments and reforms of cyberspace law, researchers can gauge the effectiveness of current regulatory mechanism, identity loopholes, and shortcomings, and suggest what could be done to improve cybersecurity while keeping to human rights standards. So now my fellow may proceed with the conclusion.
Yes, myself, Aitam Raju. I'm going to the conclusion of tort law. The study explores the complex interaction between the cyberspace and tort law, analyzing the how legal principles are ordered to apply to the digital age. However, these are difficulties in applying the traditional tort law principles to action that have occurred in the online, including judicial barriers, unemployment addressed. In addition, you have to investigate complex with laws and regulations and implementary strong cybersecurity and user education and awareness of the employees. And the same time, to clear on terms of service and privacy, monitoring and respond the mechanisms, and vendor and third party risk. These are the mitigation techniques to regulate the maintenance to the every software applications like system up to date, the latest security patches and updates and vulnerability mitigates, the explanation of cyber threats, cyber incidents coverage. These steps to taken into consideration to the mitigate the cyber activity in tort law. In summary, the legislative gaps, loops, the overhead and the liability structures to ensure the effective protection of the individual freedoms and responsibility in the digital domain. These are the conclusion. Thank you.
All right, guys. So this is the group presentation we have prepared from the group 14. The topic is again tort law in cyberspace. And thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Great.
much.